What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this prediction video. Now, the FA Cup takes place again this weekend. I think it is at the quarterfinal stage, and it serves up a massive clash this Sunday on the 17th of March as Manchester United host Liverpool at Old Trafford. The last time United and Liverpool went head to head was at Anfield on the 17th of December. It was a match that was rife full of controversy, and there was a lot of hype going into the build up of this match. Manchester United obviously dumped out of the Champions League at that point and just trying to get some sort of semblance of a good season going. While Liverpool, on the other hand, seemed to be mounting a genuine title charge. Unfortunately, both sides tried and tried, but they just ended up cancelling each other out. Nobody able to find the back of the net. We start off our team analysis with Manchester United. The last 5 matches for the Red Devils have ended in 3 wins and 2 losses, so thankfully no draws there. Their last match did end up being a 2-0 win over Everton in the English Premier League. The first player I need to talk about at Manchester United has got to be the goalkeeper Andre Onana. With 39 goals conceded and just 8 clean sheets, those stats don't really flatter Onana. But in the last few fixtures, he's been brilliant. Against Manchester City, things could have been far worse for United. Against Everton, he was very good as well. Onana seems to step up the most when United need him. He has certain players in front of him that he feels more comfortable playing with. That is obvious. But in the last few fixtures, I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Onana. Next up, I want to talk striker Rasmus Højlund with 13 goals and 2 assists. Højlund was just hitting a fine run of form before getting an injury, and then he was kept out for the last few fixtures. He actually missed the fixture against Manchester City as well. Manchester United fans, however, will be hoping that he is back. I think in Rasmus Højlund, Manchester United finally have a reliable number 9 who has the legs and the mobility to move around the pitch. Too long we've seen Manchester United playing the ball to strikers who either find themselves isolated, like Rasmus Højlund, or just don't work hard enough. But with Højlund, it was the opposite. He was getting such fantastic results in the Champions League, but it failed to translate to good performances in the Premier League until now. And finally, I want to talk Bruno Fernandes with 8 goals and 9 assists. Bruno Fernandes is Manchester United's main playmaker right now. I think those 8 goals do flatter him a little bit because most of those goals, as far as I know, have come from penalties. I think Bruno Fernandes going forward needs to be looking to penetrate the opposition defenses more. Too often we see Manchester United moving the ball from side to side, left wing to right wing and back, but they really need to get into the opposition box. They need to be making dangerous passes. And I think Bruno Fernandes has the talent to make those dangerous passes. Next up, we look at Liverpool. Now, the last 5 matches for Jurgen Klopp's Reds have ended in 4 wins and 1 draw. Their last match was a 6-1 demolition of Sparta Praha in the UEFA Europa League on Thursday night. Liverpool's only draw came against Manchester City, which was a frustrating one for all the fans to watch. But other than that, they've been perfect coming into this one. Liverpool fans are super excited now that Mohamed Salah is back with 20 goals and 13 assists. He is obviously the man stealing all the headlines at Anfield. It is interesting to note that Liverpool have been doing so well without the services of Salah, who has kind of been injured since the Africa Cup of Nations. But he came back and he scored against Sparta in the week. So it just goes to show Mohamed Salah leaves injured and comes back and he's just right back where he left off on. Next up, I want to talk Darwin Núñez. Now, with 17 goals and 12 assists, it was Darwin Núñez's job to take over from Mohamed Salah during Salah's injury spell. And Darwin Núñez did it fantastically. He's proven that he's flexible. He can play on either wing. He can create. He can score. He's actually a very deadly target man. And I think there was a lot of pressure put on him to get those goals in Salah's absence. And that was why we saw a more selfish Darwin Núñez. But now that Salah is back, expect the two of them to just tear defenses apart at will. And finally, I want to talk Endo. Now, with 2 goals and 1 assist, it might be understandable for people to question why I've put Endo in this list. But I think it's very interesting to note that when Endo plays well, Liverpool play well. In Endo, Liverpool finally have a central midfielder who does just that. He plays in central midfield. I would say Endo is Liverpool's answer to Manchester City's Rodri, a player who can take the opposition attacks apart, but also pick holes in the opposition defense. He brings so much stability and control to a Liverpool midfield that has been neglected in the last few seasons. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 verdict. Now, the last 5 fixtures between Manchester United and Liverpool have ended in 2 wins for Manchester United, 2 wins for Liverpool, and then 1 draw. So this one is somehow split right down the middle, despite the fact that Liverpool are performing so much better domestically than Manchester United are. United seem to do well at Old Trafford, and thankfully for them, this match is being played at their home stadium in Manchester. But Liverpool have been rampant up front. If we look at those last 5 games, Manchester United have scored 7 and conceded 6. That's alarming at the back. If you look at Liverpool, they've scored 16 and conceded just 3. Of those 16 goals, 11 came against Sparta. Of the 3 they conceded, 2 also came against Sparta, 1 in each leg. The one other goal they conceded was against Manchester City, but other than that, Liverpool have just been fantastic. They've been perfect coming into this. I think this is going to be a frantic game between 2 counter-attacking sides who will be looking to capitalize on mistakes at the back. And when you look at these defenses, there's a few absentees. I think there will be defensive mistakes. The other very, very curious factor going into this one is when you look at this match, it already looks kind of lopsided based solely on the fact that Liverpool got that 7-0 win last season. Despite that, Manchester United did get that 0-0 draw in December, which shows that if they want to, they can shut Liverpool out. But then they also end up coming up toothless up front. I think right now momentum favors Liverpool. Liverpool may have played on Thursday, so fatigue may play a role in this one. But I think when you look at how they played against Sparta Praha, they didn't have to go out and score 6 goals. They could have just enjoyed themselves. They could have just treated it as a friendly, but they didn't. It just goes to show how seriously they take each match right now. Liverpool have already won the EFL Cup against Chelsea, and they're looking to send Jurgen Klopp off with 4 trophies. I really do think that this one is going to come down to whoever shows enough sheer grit and determination to continue on in this tournament. And personally, I think Liverpool have more sheer grit and determination. I think right now each and every player at Liverpool wants to give Jurgen Klopp a good sending off. They want to win every trophy available to them right now so that they can show him just how much they've appreciated what he's brought back to Anfield. They're still in the Europa League. They've just won the EFL Cup a few weeks ago against Chelsea. They're still in the FA Cup and they're still in the Premier League race. I think right now, a lot was said about the match between Liverpool and Manchester City, it being the last time we see Guardiola and Klopp. But I disagree. I didn't say that at all because I fully believe that Liverpool will go through here. I also believe that Manchester City will go through in their match. And I do believe that those 2 sides will meet in the final of the FA Cup. But as for this one, I do think the score will be probably 2-0 to Liverpool. I know it's being played in Manchester, and I know United have a lot to offer here. But when you look at their injury list, when you look at the inconsistency, when you look at how Manchester United just struggle against teams that are better than them on paper, a good measuring stick for these 2 teams is Manchester City. Liverpool went out and got a 1-1 draw against City. United would have been happy to get their 3-1 loss because it could have been far, far worse. And I think that says enough. That tells you about the difference in mentality between these two teams right now. Manchester United are okay with getting draws. Liverpool just want to win and score as many goals as possible. And that's why I think that Liverpool do end up coming out on top here. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time. and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Um, Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Um, Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.